First up, though, we are headed off to Europe. Violent protests in the streets of London over a vote in Parliament, that's Britain's government, about college tuition. The UK has a limit on how much universities can charge students. This vote raised that limit nearly $10,000. It was around $4,700 originally. Now the limit is around $14,000. People who support this plan say the country needs to cut its deficit. But the protesters argue that the increase will price some people out of a college education. Dan Rivers was in London yesterday when the protests turned violent. He has more on this situation.
It's going to result in a trebling of student tuition fees, something that in the US perhaps people are more used to, but here there is just no culture of leaving university with $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 worth of debt. And clearly this is part of major austerity measures to try and rein in this huge deficit we have here. But this is the result of it, is bitter anger and violence on the streets, with the police struggling at times really to contain this crowd. This will impact students who, not those who are currently at university, but those who will go to university. I was talking to one student yesterday who said, look, this isn't going to affect me, but for my 13-year-old and 11-year-old brothers, it will have a massive impact. And she was from, you know, a lower income family and was saying her brothers probably won't go to university because they're so worried about mounting up these massive debts. Now the government says, well, if you go to university, you're going to get a better job and you'll only have to pay this money back when you're earning over about $35,000, and therefore this is a fair way of doing this. There are various safeguards to help lower income students get into the system.